Alrighty, hello Graveyard Guild, and welcome back to another First Impressions video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Blob Hero by Rollick Games. Before we jump into gameplay though, let's just tap this icon and cycle through the different Blob Heroes that this game has to offer. Now you'll see each Blob Hero offers a unique set of perks, and also each Blob Hero is kind of unlocked in a different way. Some of them can be unlocked through in-game currency, and others have to be unlocked through watching ads or paying. Now, as you can see here, there is also 3 different slots at the bottom that you could spend gold on to upgrade your hero. So if you would like, you can spend your in-game currency to permanently buff your damage or your health or your loot rate. Now, the name of the game here is just to survive. Survive as long as you can. So you'll see I have all these enemies coming at me from different directions, and I just gotta outmaneuver them, stay out of the way, and kill them, collect these green shards, level up, and each time I level up, I can choose between 3 different skills. Now, if I choose a skill that I already have, that skill just becomes stronger. So it levels up and becomes more effective. We'll do blorbs. How about that? And if I choose a skill I don't have, it just fills up one of my 8 skill slots at the top of the screen there. All right, we'll hit get 1. But yeah, that's the name of the game. Survive and level up your skills. And if this looks familiar, that's probably because it is. Whoops. Let's choose. We'll choose collection distance. But yeah, this game is very similar to Vampire Survivors, which is currently a very popular Steam game, I believe. And, you know, it's trending on YouTube. You'll see a lot of streamers playing it. And there is also a mobile version of that game that's pretty popular called Magic Survival. So this game is kind of following in the footsteps of those 2 games. All right. And I would say, you know, this game, it's pretty well polished. And I have watched streamers play Vampire Survivors, so I could definitely tell you it is extremely similar to those other 2 titles that are out there. So they did a good job kind of, you know, making a similar clone. All right. So trying to collect EXP and level up right now. Let's go ahead and grab some, you know what, we'll grab some health regeneration.
If you can't withdraw real money, please delete your fake game.
And we are back. So that's one giant downside to this game, actually, if we're going to talk about cons. And I can't stand force ads, all right? It really takes the trust out of the game for me as well, because I don't know when the next time I hit no thanks to an ad if I'm going to get a forced ad anyway. You know, like what's the point in having a no thanks button if you're going to force me to watch an ad anyway? So that's the real big downside. I haven't found any other major downsides. The game, it's challenging enough, I would say. So I actually did play through the game prior to this, and I got to Chapter 2, but I just went ahead and cleared the cache and everything and went back to Chapter 1 again because, you know, Chapter 2 was incredibly challenging, very difficult, and I wanted to be able to play through an entire video's worth of gameplay in just one simple session. So that's why I went back to Chapter 1 here, just so I could still have some somewhat challenging gameplay, but, you know, just keep it nice and smooth, all one video, and not have to edit or clip it as much. Now, this Rollick Games company does actually have quite a few other popular titles as well that have over 10 million downloads. And one moment. All right, and we are back. Now, the other three popular titles that I noticed right off the bat were Text or Die, Money Rush, and Fill the Fridge. So, again, just other similar action titles. Nothing too complicated. Those games are I imagine very easy to play games. I haven't heard of them personally, but like I said, 10 million downloads. They're either doing a very good job advertising or they're very popular games. I don't know. One game they did have had over 100 million downloads, and surprisingly, that was a game I never heard of either. It was called Hair Challenge. So, again, if you've heard of any of these games, you're a big fan of them, might give you a reason to come check out this game. All right, so we're gonna hit no thanks again. But other than that, not much else to talk about with this game. I mean, it is, at the end of the day, it's just a simple game. It's designed to be easy at the start, to kind of get you hooked, and then more challenging as you go on. Again, if you're a streamer, I mean, this could be a popular game to stream for you. Like I said, that Vampire Survivor game, incredibly popular with the streamers. These types of games are fun for people to watch because as you can imagine, when you get a ton of enemies on the screen here, it can become quite hectic, and you'll have people at the edge of their seats watching you try to survive. Now, whether this is going to be a main title or a mainstay for me, that's to be said. I'm not too sure whether I'm gonna stick with this. I got plenty of other games to test and try out, but if I was bored and just sitting at home, yes, this might be a game that I pick up just to kind of chill and play. These kind of games are pretty up my alley. In fact, when I did take a small game design course, and these were the types of games I was actually making. I was making survival games, and it was a huge hit. It got people into the game or hooked into the game right away. They were trying to dodge zombies, pick up health packs, survive, and survive to the next waves. So these are just easy, simple games to pick up when you're bored. And I'm going to try and start off another series here where because this particular game I actually picked up off of a Facebook ad. And that's what I want to try and do. I want to try play games that I'm finding in these ads here that get shown to me in Facebook or YouTube or Google, just browsing the web, simple games like that pop up in advertisements, because I think that's it's a market that's not too saturated. And one sec again. But yeah, like I said, it's a market that's not too saturated. Not a whole lot of other people jumping in on these random pop-up games. If you were to search, like Blob Hero on YouTube, yeah, there's a few YouTubers out there that have tested it and played it and stuff. But not a whole lot of really big YouTubers. Of course, they're going to be into the more popular games dropping, like Diablo Immortal pretty soon. Everybody's going to be hitting that up. Games like Call of Duty. Of course, everybody's going to be picking that up if it were to just release. All these really big titles that are popping up in the ranks list for Google Play and Tap. People are jumping on those games right away, of course. But games like these, smaller games that are just popping up in ads here and there, that market isn't too saturated, and that's why I'm going to be starting up this newer series of games where I test these ad games out, see if they're worth playing for people or if they're just being truthful. I mean, a lot of these games you'll see advertisement for, and they're nothing like the advertisement. You'll see a really cool game, you're like, oh, heck yeah, I gotta download Blob Shooter 5000. That game looked really sweet in the ad. And you click the ad, and it's It's absolutely nothing like what was shown in the advertisement. So that's another main purpose for me doing these games. Of course, number one is that it's not saturated, but number two is just to see if these games are legit, if they're actually what was advertised.
I am gonna show you guys how to make.
Okay. Just when you think an ad's done, it keeps going there. All right. Oh man, this boss does a ton of damage. Holy crap! All right. Well, let's get some health regeneration here. Now, I definitely should have gone for skills that had a little bit longer distance here. Ooh, and I got completely annihilated. But at the end of the day, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it and say, if you don't mind ads popping up every 30 seconds, then yes, go ahead, try the game. Now, as you can see, you can also pay to eliminate the ads. I think it was only $3 last I checked. Oh, sorry about that. Had to cough there. But yeah, if you don't mind advertisements every 30 seconds, or if you're willing to pay for the ads, yes, go ahead, give this game a try. But other than that, if you like the video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.